Welcome everybody to today's sit down. I am honored and I feel privileged to be in the presence of greatness. My two good friends, Mr. Gerhard Steyn and Alvin Bruinders. How are you guys?
Bobby, lekker. Dit gaan goed met ons.
Yeah, and I think the honor is ours.
No.
Yes.
It's a shared honor. It's really, really nice to have you guys here.
Daar's hy.
We're gonna get into how you guys met, what your company does, what you enjoy about each other, the one or two things that make you tick about each other. We're gonna get into all that fun stuff. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Let's do this.
Let's do the sit down. Thank you. Konings van Kitskos. How did you guys meet? Where, when? How did this relationship form into what it is today?
Ons het al eintlik lank voor Konings van Kitskos ontmoet. Ons het hom op die pad ontmoet toe ek begin het, as ek mag vertel.
Ja, asseblief. Jy gaan.
Jare terug, toe het ek saam met Liane Heil Bobo van Phill Paleis getoer. En hulle was saam in Phill Paleis gewees en hy het sound gedoen en ook shows gedoen. Hulle het saam shows gedoen en partykeer wat nou die een spesifieke keer gebeur het is ons het mekaar op die pad ontmoet. Hy het nog so 'n Pajero gery, ek sal dit nooit vergeet, met 'n groot trailer. En sy moes iets, hulle het mekaar ergens op die pad gekry vir iets. Ons mekaar het gegroet en wat alweer, so dit is mekaar weer by die feeste begin sien. En so dit nou maar amper 16 jaar al wat ons nou mekaar nou so ken en
So the industries do this.
Yeah. Close
The
knit.
sound industry, and because you're on TV that time with a popular show, people want to see you live.
ek het actually sound vir Bobo gedoen. I actually did sound for her.
Yeah. Yeah. So that show was very popular. And Gerhard was then already long time a songwriter and an artist
Yes.
in his own right.
Yes.
So then, obviously, him and Boo toured together, and not him and me. You know,
For
she
obvious
was
reasons.
So yeah, and that's how we meet on stages and at festivals and that kind of thing.
Awesome. So you know, from the friendship, you guys are brothers.
Yeah.
The first time I met you guys, I knew it's not just a business; it's a chemistry. I've heard how you speak about Alvin, you know, behind his back. Most things were nice, and I've heard how you speak about him behind his back. Also, mostly, I'm joking. Only beauty.
Yeah.
You guys are brothers.
Respect.
This level of respect. So how does a friendship become into a concept like yours? Because it's very special. There's something about it. How did that happen? Was it let's do an ad together?
So if I can come in there, so artists, they don't necessarily care together.
Okay.
Some do, some don't. I think we're not knowing at the time. There's a lot of similarities between us, in the sense that we connect with ourselves. We are driven people.
Yes, agree.
So we found each other at these venues, and we kind of one side. Daar's die artist en almal kuier saam and we kind of ons is daar,
Ja.
maar ons is ook,
Ons is,
you know,
ons is
we enjoy
by
our
mekaar.
privacy.
Yeah.
And that is a important thing. You find your zen with somebody.
You do. I really believe that.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a chemistry. There's an
Yeah.
attraction
Yes.
towards the person.
And that takes care. That brings you together.
Awesome.
You know, it just happens. And jy vind in Afrikaans it's called jy vind aanklank met iemand.
Okay.
And
Dit was baie raakpunte.
Ja.
A lot of
and vir twee wille leeu's soos ons to find each other.
Awesome.
You know, daar is ons is twee alpha males, einde van die storie.
100%.
We have to understand that.
100%.
You see.
So we'll get into that. Just
and that's the
now.
beauty about it.
Yeah.
Because that doesn't happen.
It doesn't.
It doesn't happen. So en dis wat vir my mooi is van dit. En dit beteken ons is ook baie akkommoderend teenoor mekaar. Ons is dit jy kan nie altyd jou wy kry nie en partykeer moet jy sê luister jou idee is beter as my idee. En dit is hoe mense dit moet hanteer.
So in our industry as well, if you take the two top performing guys, both alpha males, and you put them together, unless they share a common goal,
Yes.
you have to share a common goal. Otherwise, you know, that ego will overpower each other to the point where one wants to shine and the other one, you know.
Yes.
So that's definitely not the case. I really feel it. You guys both want to win.
There
you
we go.
both want to
Ons
win.
weer ons plek vir elkeen se oomblik. We
Ja.
know there's a moment, and if you can calculate it, and if you can feel it,
That's the
I can
chemistry.
feel when it's supposed to be his moment. I
Ja.
can feel when it's supposed to be my moment.
Agreed.
And that's the way we do it.
Awesome, amazing. In your business, what is your niche? What is did you sit down and say, listen, South Africa is a big market. There are, a couple of angles that we can approach here. What is the niche that you discovered? This is where we need to be because you are very successful. How did you find that as a business?
Yeah, so Konings van Kitskos, it started there. And Gerhard and Michael were together one night, and he told me the story, and he'll complete it, where they decided they must do a food show. And then I was stepping back from TV at that time.
And I said, "Ooh."
Yeah,
You belong here. Come
he
back.
can die. And then
So wat gebeur het is maar basically Michael het vir my gesê ons moet 'n kos show doen. Sê ek dink is 'n great idee. Sê ek maar hoe dit kan nie net nog 'n kos show wees wat jy agter 'n counter staan en kos maak nie.
Yes.
It must be something nice, driven. Dit moet action packed wees, dit moet
Yes.
snaaks wees.
Yes.
En ons het al daai elemente bymekaar gebring en geweet. En ek het hom gesê ek het nie 'n lisensie om hierdie show op my eie te doen nie. Op daai tyd is ek nou 'n groot bekende kunstenaar, Baby Chocolates is die groot hit, en dan Diamante en toe al die ander. So people see you as an icon, but they don't. Ek dink nie ek was daai tyd geloofwaardig genoeg om te sê ek is nou 'n TV-aanbieder nie, because I've got no experience in TV presenting. Ek het wel ek is eintlik meer opgelei as 'n akteur as wat ek is as 'n sanger.
Okay.
So ek het eintlik drama geswat ook.
Wonderlik.
En ek was bietjie op Sevenland gewees en ek was bietjie in The Reds gewees, 'n Fransmaaks produksie, but I didn't have that presenting
Background and presenting training.
edge.
Yes.
En
yes.
weet jy wat, Alvin is net een van die amazing presenters vir mense, net sy persoonlikheid is net so dat he can talk about anything.
Yes.
Weet en hy het net die manier om oor enigiets met enigiemand te kan praat. En ek moet vir jou sê, weet behalwe dat dit al reeds suksesvol is die show, het ek soveel by hom geleer hierdie laaste paar jaar as 'n presenter.
And then together, once again, bouncing off each other and knowing each other so well that I can throw something and then he picks it up and vice versa.
And play off each other's
Yeah.
energy. Yeah.
And
that's
I
felt.
think that is what people started seeing and appreciating and then and not baiting each other on the show. Jy weet, ons het eendag to besef ons that what makes the show is the fact that we are
Yes.
on top
Gunning
of each
each
other.
other.
Yes.
Ag nee, jy gaan nie nou double dip nie, chom.
Yes.
Ek gaan double
Ek
dip.
gaan dit doen, watch my. Watch
You know,
my.
daai tipe ding. And people love that.
Because there's a brothership formed, there's
Yeah.
a bond formed. But two alpha males need to now and then boom bump heads and see. Hey,
No, we never do.
never do that. Twice in 5 minutes, but once maybe. Okay, awesome. So that came together and boom, here we go.
Yes, and then COVID came. And then we took our wives out one evening. We were supposed to, ek gaan dit nou maar sê.
Ja.
Moet ek dit sê?
Ja, ja.
Gaan ons nie vlek kry nie.
Oh, ek weet nie.
Okay, so
If
we
there's any sensitive viewers, or if you are married to one of these two gentlemen, go and get yourself a coffee.
yeah, and then we went to Boxop.
Okay.
We were invited. Ek dink.
Ja,
En daar was 'n bietjie van 'n promotion. We also promoted Boxop.
Yeah, and we were busy with the TV series
on VIA.
also,
Yeah. And we were busy with the TV series Skid It Up on VIA.
and which featured the whole box of things
Yes.
in that episode.
Okay.
Right. So we were there also to do a promo and thing for them. And then we went out and we were meant to come back and we missed the whole box up. Because we were catering at a
Because
restaurant.
we're brothers.
Because we were catering at a restaurant somewhere. Not too far. En met ons vrouens wat ook te min gebeur.
Yeah.
And that night, Gerhard said, oh, somebody came. No, somebody came and said, wil jy net gou ietsie doen rondom my low kilojoules water nie?
Okay.
I said, what must we do? No, just do a little video on promoting
At
my
the restaurant.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then we said, okay, yeah, fotootjie, okay, sure.
Cool.
He just did this. and there was a table, and somebody brought a little a tafeldoek, and then there was the banners, and there was the packing out all the flavors there on the table, and daar staan die ou en hier is 'n video wat ons doen. Okay,
A promotion.
hier is the
Proper
low kilojoules water. You can also use it in your gin if you take a Jannetjie elke dan en wan, and then we realized when we went to sit down, we said,
I enjoyed
we
that.
just gave this guy an ad.
Yes, for free.
An ad.
What a salesman.
And he so say, Gerhard, but let's do this.
Yeah,
And have people pay us for it.
Yeah.
As a little bit.
absolutely.
Jy weet? And that night, Konings Media was formed around
Was
that
born.
table.
Was born. Yeah.
Right there.
Beautiful.
And we told our wives, this is what you need to do. And this is what we need to do.
100%. On that, you guys are very active on social media. Like, very active. Love it.
Yeah.
How do you think that and social media coming together has assisted you in growing the brand and the company? Could it have grown at the pace it did without social media? If you simply relied on radio, print, Courant,
Yeah.
Rapport, or TV, what is your opinion?
There's a lot of great things about social media. And there's a lot of bad things about social
Like
media.
with anything in life.
Like with anything in life. It is the way you manage it, the way you steward it. And you know, if you can use social media, that can be a bad thing, but that can be a very good thing to your advantage if you know how to play it.
Yeah.
Then there's a lot in it for you. And so just to get that trick, and you know, luckily we've been active for lots of years on our social media pages, and we've built a big following and
Big brand.
just being ourselves. You know, that's the one thing my mother always taught me. She said to me, no one can beat you at being a better you.
Yeah,
Because
no
no one is you. You connect
Absolutely.
yourself is.
Agreed.
So always just be yourself. Don't ever, try and change for people or try to pretend, because people see through pretend.
Absolutely.
People can see in your eyes when you're just you. And I think that's who me and Alvin is. We are just ourselves on our social media pages as well. We're not trying to put a front there. And we sometimes push the borders, which gets into dangerous territory, but if you know how to play it,
It's fine.
it's fine.
It's on the edge.
So I mean, social media is the strongest way of marketing at the moment ever in the world.
Yeah.
I don't even believe that TV will at this. I think TV will slowly fade. I don't know how. I don't know what the thing is going to be. But
I've got an opinion of.
But
of the
social
TV.
media, your phone, everything on your phone, and you know the fact that you just look at the way they are, inventing smartphones now. That you can take a phone, open it up, and it's like a little TV screen. So everything is right there with no split in the middle.
100%.
You know that I can't most probably say the phone's name, or can
Of course
I?
we can. Of course. I
You
think
know the new
it's a
Samsung. Look at
Yeah,
it.
Yeah.
I mean, that is just the future for me. That is the future of a little TV. Yes, you're going to have entertainment, but you're going to be streaming from social platforms,
Absolutely.
from digital platforms, rather than a channel, rather than like a satellite channel or a satellite station.
I think if you go back a couple of decades, it was always print media, extra, read all about it on the corner. Then the radio came out,
Yes.
and that was the disruption.
That was the next
Yes.
thing.
So the radio then was replaced slowly but surely by the TV, and then you had to compete for the attention of the consumer based on the time slots.
100%.
If you wanted to have more eyeballs, maybe the news, the weather. Remember, we used to get our weather for the next day
Yeah.
on the TV screen. But in my opinion, what's happening now is the TV is becoming the radio, and your phone is becoming the TV. That's
Yeah.
the new.
That's
market for
exactly.
attention. Yes.
It's exactly that.
Yes.
And that's a nice way of also seeing it and but use that to your advantage for
Yeah,
your business.
absolutely.
I mean, when someone gets to a robot or to into the parking, what's the first thing they do?
Check
Get on their phone, check the phone, check the
Sometimes
messages.
before they get to the robot.
Exactly,
Most times
even before.
before.
That's a problem. I'm not advising that.
At all.
But the thing is, that's what people do, because the phone is in your hand all the time. It's with you all the time. So everything is there. Your bank account is there.
Everything.
Your social media is there. A person's WhatsApp communication. Everything is there.
Absolutely.
Everything is on
And
your
it's
phone.
now.
Your life is on your phone.
There we go. You talk about the now. Here's a quick one.
Yeah.
Years ago, I worked at a photo sport. It was a photo sport newspaper.
Okay.
For the first time, HD cameras, and you can see the guy's sweat dripping, but the problem there was, it only came out every 2 weeks.
Okay.
So hy wys oor 2 weke die match wat 2 weke terug
Ish.
gebeur.
Okay.
Old
okay.
news.
Old news.
And that is the power of social.
Yeah.
It's immediate.
Yeah. Yes.
Right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
He said no.
Live. You can even go live.
Right now.
Yeah.
I mean, check how busy motors are on social.
I mean,
Die ou sit daar en hy check what you got on your floor.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, you guys have helped us with beautiful content, and as soon as we put it up, boom, there's a comment, there's a smiley face, there's someone
Yes.
like laughing so much they're crying. It's awesome. It's awesome. Now, on this couch,
Yeah.
I'm gonna pretend to be Dr. Phill
Yes.
just for 2 minutes. Are
That's
you ready?
it. Okay.
Okay, Dr. Phill with a little bit more hair.
Okay,
That's it.
but let's do this, please. I wanna.
I think let me ask the question first. Maybe you guys don't want to be so close to each other
Okay, I'm just-
after you hear what the question is.
Let's go.
Okay, 2 alpha males, 2 lions. So close together, dangerously close together.
Maar daar's nie 'n kamera op jou nie.
One is already making a noise, yeah, waking up everybody.
Okay, let's luister.
If I could ask you to pick one thing that you most admire and like about each other, and one thing that irritates you slightly, what would that one thing be? Who wants to go first?
Nee, gaan maar.
Kom.
Nee, klein
Nee,
terug.
ek wil in jou oë kyk.
Yes, jou bene is sag. Gaan John, let's luister.
Let's see.
Nee,
Let's do the good part
right.
first.
The good part is Gerhard is calm.
Calm.
Yes.
Okay.
He's calm, and sometimes I need.
So calm in all the situations, any situation.
Nee, hy's kalm.
Kalm.
Hy's rustig. It's a trait that I'm suckling with.
Yeah, I also admire that trait. I'm not calm at all.
Ek sukkel met daai ene. Ek maak myself anxious.
Yes. What if?
En
What
dit
if?
is en nou en gister en ons moet maak lysies en
Yes,
dan maak jy
busy,
3 lyste, maar jy het die lys al gister weer gemaak. Jy maak dieselfde lysie. Dis ja.
Thomas het al 'n lysie gemaak.
Yeah. So that is how he adds in you know,
Relationship.
in our relationship.
Partnership.
And then he is creative.
Yes.
He's a creative man.
Okay, so we're giving 2 qualities that you admire.
Yeah,
So now we have
en
to
daar's
give
nog.
one
En daar's nog.
bad one. Let's do the bad one.
Daar is ook dinges waar hy
Bietjie aan moet
because
werk.
waar hy sê, wow, dan dink ek het 'n great idea.
Okay.
And then he first rips it apart.
Okay.
Ek bedoel, I've ripped the idea apart.
Ek moet weer kyk hoe dit gaan opkom so nou.
Yeah. I think the idea is ready to go. Jy weet, ek is excited. And then he says, nee, kom ons kyk daarna. En miskien daai kan sê, no. This idea, the one is, it's formed together
Yes.
as a unit. And I say, okay, and that is the part of us accommodating each other.
Okay.
Is
Okay.
that-
So I want to get, because I've got someone like that in my life. I bring a great idea.
Yeah.
And he says left, right, good night. I'm like, geez, man.
Yeah.
You know, you could have handled it better. That someone's in the room, actually. So I know off camera he's smiling.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yes, you could have handled me a little bit better. But I respect that. I like it because it's the truth. It's
Yeah.
not a filter. Yes, it's great. Let's do it. No, it's not. It's not a good idea. I think we should not spend a second, wasting. So as much as it's a bad thing, it's an awesome quality.
Yeah.
Awesome quality. You're a politician, my friend. You're a politician. You gave a very good answer.
Bow left and right.
Yeah. Okay. Sir, your turn.
I don't know. You know, for me, there's a lot of good. I can tell you a lot of good. And I think the best thing I like about Alvin is his spontaneity. He's spontaneous. He's, along with that goes a lot of stuff. It's not just one thing. It is his drive. He's got a lot of drive. When you're spontaneous, you've got drive. And you know what? You don't find a lot of people that's got drive in life. Not a lot of people have drive.
Not
He's
at that
got,
level.
Yeah, not at that level. He's got drive.
And you can't teach that.
And you can't teach that
You
to
can't
someone.
teach
So,
it to someone, yeah.
because I know
Agreed.
what drive is, I understand it because I'm myself very driven.
Yes.
I
Agreed.
respect that a lot because that
Yes.
person can achieve anything. If you've got drive, you can achieve anything.
Absolutely agree.
And I mean, he's a brother. So there's a lot of things I can add to what I like. I don't think anything irritates me about Alvin.
Yeah.
Another politician.
I don't think it's irritation. I think it's, and I can't put my finger on one thing. I must be honest and say, listen,
Beautiful.
this irritates me about Alvin. I see our relationship as, as being brothers. We brothers first. So what do brothers do? They love hard and they fight hard.
Yes.
So when we love hard and we brothers, we brothers. And when we do bump heads, we bump heads.
Yeah,
but then the secret is
Respect.
coming back from that.
You were in.
And
And then we walk like this to each other. Ek is jammer, selfe tyd. Verstaan?
Done.
Really. And it's a
Really?
hug and it's maybe a
Yeah.
kiss, I don't know.
Ja, nee, stuur soentjies.
Awesome.
So for me, I can't put my, my finger on one thing. I understand why Alvin said that he gets a bit frustrated when I'm putting things out, but it's because I know that, I feel free to do that because I
Yeah.
know I give him the same freedom to tell me if it's a bad idea.
Open and honest.
Yeah. So it's
And by doing that, we get to once again
yeah.
and I say for my John, this is supposed to be a funny one. If we don't laugh, it's not funny.
Yes.
Verstaan? So ons is die barometer van alles.
Content wat uitgaan.
Verstaan? And before it goes, it is in a Truth and Reconciliation Council where we are the judges and decide this will go out or not.
Or not. Beautiful.
I want to actually correct one of my answers.
Okay. Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, you see.
I now know exactly what irritates me.
Let's hear it.
He's just so freaking positive all the time, and he's, and it irritates me that I can't be like that. I want to get to my point. My point is he is sometimes now he told you that I'm calm, but sometimes he just sits down and he just looks into the distance while we're driving, and I've seen this lots of times. And I said something, something that's bothering me, not between me and him, something in life, some or other.
There's an issue. Life.
Issue, life. And then he turns to me and he just gives this answer. He just says one word or two lines or something, and I'm like, where does it come from? The insight. They call it insight.
Yeah.
They call it insight.
Insight.
And I love that, and it irritates me because I wish I had more of that.
Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful.
And to come back to go back to the beginning where people tend to not go deep, Bobby.
Yes.
Verstaan?
Yeah.
We have deep conversations.
Yeah. Very important.
People tend to, especially
Males.
males, ons Afrikaanse manne, jy weet ons vermy die
Ego.
to go deep. There's alles net bo
Yeah,
langs.
yeah.
You know.
There is a place where the door won't open.
Yeah, there's a bo langs is that bo langs twak praat.
We don't have that door.
No, we
No door.
ons
Beautiful.
ons gaan en ons praat.
I think it's very for all the single guys and married guys. I'm married, and I'll give my insight on that. It's very important to speak to your wife about all the problems that you're currently experiencing. And I had a conversation with someone this morning. The insight that you'll get from a male, someone that you have that bond with and you can go deep. The insight from a male is different to the insight you'll get from your sister or from your wife or from your mother.
100%.
The insight from a male will come from a place of a good aggression to say, hey buddy, a female will normally say, it's okay, everyone goes through this. Where if you've got that deep relationship, so you're going through a tough time, get off your ass. Get up and go and do it. Don't let's not talk about, let's be doers. And I think I can feel it.
It's exactly
awesome.
that.
Yeah.
And people think like, do I really have one? You probably in your life will only have one or two of those males that you can go so deep. It's not a lot, and you're blessed to have it. Most people don't.
Yeah, never
They
see
truly
it.
don't. They
Yeah.
truly don't. So, passion. If you were to say, what's the one passion in the partnership, what would that be for you individually? Because you're both very creative, extremely talented individuals. What's your passion in the company, in what you do in the production, in the content? Which part is your passion?
I think us as a unit.
I think individually and then as a unit.
I think it speaks. It anyway ties in
into each other.
It is. My passion is success.
Good.
That is the only thing I want to have is success.
Good.
And success means different things to different people. And
what does it mean to you?
you know, years ago, I was on a talk radio station, and I had the most calls talk because I didn't have a topic that day.
Okay.
And it was 3 hours that I had to get through. Talk radio is very difficult.
For
3 hours
without a topic.
And if you don't have somebody in calling in and getting
engaging.
So ek het hom gebou en gesê, I believe and believe you me today that money is the most important thing in life. Yeah. I could see on my screen those green blocks as they start calling in.
And you taking the calls.
And success, different to other people, success to me is whatever we do, there's no time wasting. It hits the target. So you need to do some thinking and collaboration and go for the target. And you need to be clear what I need to do. And then how quickly do you want to achieve that success?
Yes. Because
is it a long-term thing that we invest now? And well, hopefully in 10 years I'll see the dividend. Or is it
no?
What do you need to do? So those are those. So you need to identify immediate. Hierso moet ek nou results kry. Die volgende projek is daai mid. Die volgende projek is long term. I think for us is success. We came through a difficult time this past 2 years, and Konings Media brought the success. It was successful. You know, remember we were sitting around the table and we decided that night. The next day we started.
Done.
The next day, that night, we said, you will do this, you will do this. The wives, you will do this, you will do that. What do we need to do? We said, this is our logo. That night, we decided. The next day, we started.
And that's the thing for us. It's about why are we doing it? There's always a why. And that's the biggest question you ask yourself. Why am I doing this?
Sorry to interrupt you. I think that should be your first question that you ask yourself.
Why?
Because if you understand why, then the how is a lot easier.
Yeah.
If you don't understand the why, then the how will never come to you.
Exactly.
And it will never drive you hard enough to reach your why. Sorry
Exactly.
to
No.
interrupt.
That's the point. So our why was, why are we doing this? We're doing this because we've got families.
Absolutely.
We provide for our families. Our families are the most important thing for us.
Yes.
Along with that, asking yourself the why and then getting to the how is the success. And along with that comes commitment. You can't have any success without commitment.
Yeah.
You have to commit.
So commitment, what comes with commitment? Endurance, perseverance. So all these things are things you need to know that's going to be part of your journey. There's going to be times that it feels like it's booming. It's going to be times that it feels like we're not moving forward.
It's cooling off.
Stagnating. It's cooling off. We need to move. And if you can always remind yourself about the why.
Yeah.
That's what drives you past.
That's what drives you past the whole
And
time.
that we've got contracts with people. We're going to have contracts with people.
Yeah.
So we need to know that we are going to both be there till the end.
100%.
Yeah.
You can't.
Ons
Yeah.
kan nie
You
nou
can't be half.
ek is nie meer lus nie.
No.
Ek
Once
wil
you're in
iets
your
anders, you know.
And I think a partnership like this, in my opinion, I'm going to give my observation. A part of you driving this so hard is because you don't want to disappoint each other. You don't want to disappoint him, and you don't want to disappoint. You don't want to disappoint Alvin. Otherwise, and that makes the how very, very strong.
And then also, Bobby, and you see it every day in your business. There are also wolves out there that's waiting for you to fail.
Absolutely, and if you don't succeed, then they're right.
Then they're happy.
And if you do succeed, then you're right.
Well,
You've
they're
got
not
a
going to do
choice.
the happy dance around us.
Absolutely.
Around
never.
us three.
Never. Never. They might, but then we won't be here anymore.
They might put on their shoes, but they're not going to do the dance.
100%. No dancing. Awesome, guys. Love it. So, in your already busy schedule, what's coming up next? Where can we see you guys? What's the new exciting thing you're busy with? Tell us about it, please.
Well, for us together, I mean, we are basically on our 7th season of Konings van Kitskos.
Yeah.
I think it's the last year, obviously, because it's a very popular show.
Very extremely.
And that's part of what made our brand, which we are very thankful for. And I think what's next is the next thing. We are busy with the concept for a new program. We have, put our feelers out, and we are busy discussing with the parties and certain parties, and we have had a little bit of a chat with Phill and some people. So we've got another idea, another concept.
Okay, great.
Involves petrol and diesel and.
Okay, awesome. Sounds like my type of show.
And that's it.
If it converts petrol into noise, I'm in.
That's
I'm
it.
definitely
That's what we want to hear.
Yeah.
So we're busy with that, and then obviously we're also looking at volumes for our game, more volumes. I mean, our videos are getting, views between, depending on if it's informative or if it's funny, whatever. Getting between 25, 30,000 to 160,000, 200,000 views.
Wow.
And that's a lot of reach. It's a lot of, and it's different cultures and it's different people. And when people laugh, that's the thing about comedy. Sometimes it's in the physical, it's physical comedy, and other times it's audible, verbal, something funny that you say.
Touches on emotion.
Exactly. So I think that carries on, for us, and we've got another idea, another concept. We have seen now that a lot of people have tried to, jump on the wagon with what we are doing, and
So-
that's great. We knew that. We
So
knew that was
The
coming.
best form of compliment is when someone copies you.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
that
We
for
know
me
that.
is great.
Exactly.
Yeah,
We are
100%.
well aware, like you.
Yeah.
That's the best. That's what you want. Then you know you've got it.
Absolutely.
Winning.
Because
thing.
the rest of the market sees it.
They'll
They're
be
like,
following.
okay, you're doing this, but we just saw it being done here. Like,
Exactly.
but it's fine.
Exactly.
Awesome. So
Exactly. And then the trick is, to do that with a lot of finesse.
yes,
What we are doing is we're looking at quality. We're looking at the right music with the right video, with the right concept, with the right info, whether it's funny or not, whatever. But so we've got another concept that we are busy building, and we are very soon to be launching it. And because people has asked for it. Now there's something different about this. People have asked for it for a long time. People are like, no, you should do this. Why don't you do that? And we said, but listen, the public has spoken.
yeah,
So we need to heed.
to act. Yeah, awesome.
And just to go back to Konings of Kitskos quickly. So the program and the channel has decided to reduce our scenes in the kitchen. In other words, we're not doing 3 meals
Food.
per restaurant now.
Okay.
We're doing 2.
Okay.
But we still need to fill the same space.
Okay.
And that is because they want more of this interaction.
More of this funny. That's why
Verstaan.
people watch the show.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And that is the show. Nie noodwendig om die hele resep af te skryf nie.
Okay.
I'm not interested in that.
Yeah.
It's how it
presented,
comes
how's
across.
the message
Yes.
delivered,
Yes.
and the chemistry that you guys have.
Daar's hy. So and then obviously we can plan as we want to, and then we believe that in the higher hand also says
This
there's
is
this
a
door
direction.
that you didn't even think about.
Open it.
Yes.
It's open for you. Just walk
There
in.
we go.
And we had a chat about something yesterday, and I said to him, I read something about when God wrecks your plans, He's doing it because He's concerned that your plans might wreck you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Beautiful. That's a very strong message. Thank you.
Daar's hy.
Thank you. So, I know there's going to be tons of people and companies, lots of companies watch our show, also to take notes and improve their lives, improve their businesses, improve their techniques and strategies. If somebody should want to reach out to you, what's the best place to do it? And can we give out your numbers? Do we give out email addresses? Where would you prefer people coming to you and say, listen, I've got a petrol station. Can you please help me?
Yeah.
I need you to do 1, 2, 3 for me.
So Bobby, kom ons gaan gou. Gerhard is going to answer that one.
Okay, good.
I just want to quickly say how important the Konings Media ads are, because we're giving businesses, small to huge like yourself, the opportunity to use that ad on social media.
Yeah,
And soos jy sê, daar's nie meer koerante nie. Radio is for some it's accessible, for others not. TV is accessible for some, for others not.
Yeah.
And this is what you have. So I told somebody this morning. So he said, just a quick one. He phoned this morning. He said, I import generators. I said, generators? How big? No, up to 12 kVA for homes. And he says I bring in per month about 30, and I think I can take it up to 60. I want to add immediately.
Awesome.
He says, what is it going to do for me? I said, that's how you use the content.
Yeah.
You can use
We create the content,
We
but
create
you
the
need-
user. You need to use it. We help you,
Yeah.
but you need to use it smartly.
Yeah.
I said, if you, Scala, his name is Skalk. Scala, if you're going to call somebody and say, okay, meneer, ek gaan jou môre kom sien. I'm going to come check you out tomorrow. I'm going to come present my generator
Yes.
that you want to install next week.
Yes.
You WhatsApp him that ad tonight.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, you'll have a hot cup of coffee waiting for you.
Yeah.
Because the guy immediately see you on a different level.
Yeah.
And hello,
100%.
the guy's got a TV ad
100%.
with Gerhard Steyn smiling with a scarf. It does things to people.
Definitely.
It does.
Yeah, it does.
Definitely does.
So there we go. The other day we said, I mean, your reps, sir, you can go do this now. Your salesman, when they speak to somebody right now,
Same
what I
answer.
add.
Yeah, 100%.
So I add, because remember, it's a sale of a 250,000 rand car. It's not going to be one call. There's a little bit of massaging that needs to happen.
100%.
We need to massage. Stuur net gou daai ad weer.
Ja,
That says,
100%.
hey, da, 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 da. En sien van die en iemand gaan lag en sê, weet jy,
Let's talk to you. You guys are serious about your business.
there we go.
And about growing. Awesome. So what's the best platform to reach you?
Well, you can just dial the number underneath here on the screen.
Good?
Yeah.
Good.
There it's running.
The number?
to get to get in contact with us, and that's how easy it is. And
1, 2, 3. We spoke about it earlier. It's instant. Your phone's
There we
instant.
go.
Gentlemen, I had tons of fun. I've learned a lot about your relationship that I can take into the relationships at work, at home. Thank you very much. You've got a beautiful chemistry. It was an honor having you here.
Bobby,
Thank
can
you.
we just say that you are a leader,
I tried to be so.
and thank you for the support to Konings from
Yes, thank you.
Motors.
and thanks for the association.
Dankie.
It's a huge pleasure. It's a
Thank
huge
you.
pleasure. We only associate ourselves with great people like you and with leaders like you as well.
Dankie.
Thank you very much. Guys, girls, I hope you enjoyed the sit down. I laughed. I got emotional. I just had tons of fun. I hope you guys did too. Thank you very much and take care. Bye-bye.